As the end of another exciting racing season nears, we find the TRG-AMR team competing at the Pirelli World Challenge on the Central Coast's jewel of a track, Laguna Seca.
We are here at beautiful Laguna Seca Raceway in Monterey, California. It's Sunday morning, race day at the final round of the Pirelli World Challenge Series for 2015, and it's going to be a great day. Everybody's in good spirits. We have all three cars racing today in two different classes. We have our two Aston Martin GT4s, cars 06 and 07, with our good friend and pro driver Jeff Huber, along with our regular pro driver Chris Wilson, who are here this weekend and just doing a great job. Yesterday I was super impressed, probably more than anything, with Jeff. He kept working away at it, and he got well under a time that he had set for a goal for him. And I'm just really happy. Every time Jeff goes out, he approaches everything so methodically, qualified well, and so hopefully we'll have a good race today. And of course, Chris is on the front row and doing us proud as usual, and really looking forward to hopefully putting another podium or a victory here under our belt for this last round in the GTS class.
Yeah, it was a good qualifying session for us. We've been working on the car all weekend, trying to get it better. Ever since Sonoma, we had some handling issues, so we've been sorting through that. We had a little more time this weekend to get the car better.
Also running today is Christina Nielsen in the number 7 car, the Aston Martin GT3 V12 Vantage, and very, very happy with her performance this weekend. I know Christina was as well. She's got her family here, Lars, her father, and some friends, and having the qualifying we had yesterday out of her was just spectacular. I used to live here, used to drive here a ton. I have so many laps here, it's crazy. I can do the track with my eyes closed. But I've learned a lot and helped a lot of drivers along the way in terms of coaching and stuff, and some basic principles about this track. You know, like if someone snow skis, I like to tell them, you know, Sonoma, Sears Point is moguls. This is powder. It's rhythm, and you've got to get it right. And if you get the rhythm wrong, it hurts you on the stopwatch. If you get it right, you make the perfect run, it helps you on the stopwatch. But a lot of managing your car here, a lot of patience. This track tends to be very slippery. It's got years and years of running on the same surface. The ground down, aggregate, and seashells are always a little challenging, and of course it's dusty. So we have a specific setup we always put on our cars. It usually gets us a little in front of most of the teams, at least earlier on in the weekend. There's a lot of places you can pass. Some tracks it's really difficult to pass. You know, going down into the brake zone in 2, even on the inside or the outside, because it's low grip, you're trying to turn in and struggle. You know, dive bombing somebody into turn 5, catching someone into turn 6, up into the corkscrew. I mean, there's some places that are usually getting it done, as well as, of course, turn 11 down here. So there's 3 or 4 regular passing zones here, and a few that are sort of irregular you probably wouldn't take the chance at. I love coming here. It's one of the original natural terrain road courses, so this is how it was built. It's a 7-story drop, the top of the corkscrew down to the bottom here at turn 11. Everybody loves that run. But again, it's a really challenging track. It's really fun to drive, relatively safe with the gravel trap stuff. So we want to be careful we don't get stuck in there as well or get put off there. It can end your race really quickly.
With all the technology in today's shifting, Chris prefers to stick with the way he started.
Old school, man, old school. Oh yeah, it's the only way to go, man. I started this 30 years ago. They didn't have all these paddles and crap like that. I don't even know how to use that. All these electronic things and stuff, it's like, boggles my mind.
The team's mechanics have a lot to maintain, and the detail shows in their work and the car's performance.
These two guys make my job easy. All I have to do is go out there on a Sunday drive, because it all starts right here. Starts in the shop, starts in the paddock. These guys putting the car together. It's always perfect. All I have to do is drive around.
In a hard-fought battle, TRG-AMR again enlivens the crowd and comes out on top. Christina finishes 3rd, and Chris Wilson comes in 1st. Another successful race for the team at this historic venue, and once again, the sponsors enjoyed the celebration on the podium.
Yeah, the original start, I had a little bit of a hiccup. I went to go from 1st to 2nd gear, missed it a little bit. The Kia was coming up on me, and I had to get it in gear and kind of juke a little bit to keep him behind me, and then I was just going to follow Jack, but we got that yellow at the start, so we all had to, cruise around behind the pace car for a couple laps until the restart, and I was like, okay, here's my opportunity. I screwed up the first one, second time I'm not going to screw up. I took off and got the jump on him going down into the first turn and went around the outside of him and, you know, figured no sense looking back.
You know, the start could have been better. You know, it is difficult sometimes to make the launch control fit with the conditions, and it was a little bit too much wheel spin, so we didn't really get going at the start. But, you know, it definitely led to some good battles, and we still got a podium, and we got cleanest pass at the race award. So I say it was a pretty good day.
Wanted to say, you know, this is so cool. We've got a great group of partners, friends, guests, sponsors here right now, and the guys do a great job. The team does such a good job setting up everything here in the paddock. Just really happy with the way things are going. Really proud of my team, the drivers, and everybody involved.